Hi guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Amber and today I'll be taking a look at some new Ferris Wheel Press products. So I'm going to get straight started. I'll also be breaking in a brand new sketchbook as well in this video. If you watched my last video, then I also broke in a brand new sketchbook. So it's all about new sketchbooks at the moment before I've even finished the old ones. So I'm going to get started with opening this box. A bit of a big box for what's in here, so it's off screen a little bit. But as soon as I get in, I'll cut myself getting in. You'll be able to see it a lot better. So, very excited for this month's products. And I am a brand ambassador for Ferris Wheel Press, so they do send me some little treats every single month for me to try out and share with you guys. And this month is the month that I've been most excited for than all of the other months. So I absolutely love the colour green for one thing, and this colour ink is called Lost in the Leaves, and just already the box is so beautiful. And I'm really excited about this one because the colour is green and it has a red sheen with a rose gold shimmer, so very excited. And all of the other colours that I've got so far from Ferris Wheel Press, so I've had two orangey colours. And then I've also had two purplish colours as well. So I've got two videos where I use these two colours, which I'll link down in the description and I'll up in the cards. If I can link both, if not, I'll just link one. But yeah, I've got a video where I use these and do a negative space painting with them, and then I did some shorts and reels using these ones as well. So normally I would make, like I thought when I accepted the brand ambassadorship, I'd be making full-on videos for all of the Ferris Wheel Press things, but it's just nice to kind of go with the flow of what I fancy at the time. So, but today I'm really excited about these colours, and also, or this colour, I got a pen. I haven't had a proper fountain pen before. When I first started receiving the Ferris Wheel Press inks, I got myself one of these glass dip pens. Look at that, how magical is that? Also, look, I got my nails done. I've got my nails done for the first time in nearly 2 years. I never get my nails done, and I'm so happy. I just feel like I couldn't wait to record this video today because I've actually got nice nails for a change. But yeah, I got myself that glass dip pen, but I haven't actually ever had a proper fountain pen. So I just love the packaging on this. Fountain pen with custom ground nib, refillable converter. So I don't really know anything about fountain pens, but I know a converter is something you need. I'm a proper fountain pen virgin. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh, look at this lovely colour. I'm so excited about this. When I saw that the package for the ambassadors this month was going to be a pen, I was really excited. So it feels interesting. Nice lid on it, actually. It's a lot lighter than I expected, to be honest. And it's like plastic. Okay, so I don't really know how to use these things. Gonna have a little look. So this is a converter, so I'm guessing this is how you fill it up. I'm going to have to watch a little video or something to know how to fill it up because I haven't got a clue. But yeah, it's just like a lightweight plastic pen, actually. Fountain pen. It looks very pretty. The carousel. It does look very pretty. I don't know how much these are. I'll link everything, or I'll link Ferris Wheel Press's website in the description. I'm not exactly sure the day that these come out. I'm guessing it's going to be maybe the 4th of June, something like that. Maybe the end of May. I'm not exactly sure when this video is coming out either, so I'll link everything in the description and then you can check it out. if you're interested. And I've also got a 15% discount code as well. So it says the Carousel fountain pen, capturing your most magical memory of the midway. The Carousel comes equipped with a converter that is ready to be filled with your favourite fountain pen ink. Bring your brightest ideas to life with the spirit of the carnival. Is it bad that I actually like the box better than the pen? I think that is probably bad, but yeah. So the lid like spins, but I want you to like see everything. Yeah, it's very, very plasticky, I won't lie. But I think it'll feel nice to write with in the hand. So I'm going to give this a go. So what I'm actually going to do today is do a little painting in this sketchbook, break this sketchbook in with this lovely ink. And I'm going to be using my favourite, as always, abstract watercolour book by the wonderful artist Kate Rebecca Leach from Essoldo Design. And I'm going to be doing this leaf pattern. So I've done this once before in my other sketchbook, and I've done it with a colour palette, but this time I'm just going to use the one colour and do like really light washes of it and really dark as well, and see how we get on. And then I'm going to use the fountain pen to do details and like you know, add some details on top afterwards. So let's have a look at this ink. What does the ink say? Usually I've got a little story on the side. For every leaf on the branch there is a life to be lived. Patch is hot on the trail of her next discovery, but ends up lost amongst the leafy branches of an ancient forest that the enigmatic Baby Yaga calls home. What other mythical beasties will she unearth? The forest, however, is old. Oh God, I can't read, you know. The forest, however old, is still teeming with life. I'm really like the worst person ever to tell stories or read stories, but that's okay. I love these little bottles. The little bottles from Ferris Wheel Press make me very, very happy. Can we get it out? Should I just pull it? Is there a better way to do that? I don't know. Oh, I'm so excited about this colour. Okay, so it looks, I can see the rose gold in there. I was thinking I could use this colour as details on top. And then I've also got this bronze gel pen, which I never ever use. And that might be nice to add details on top too. I really love these little round bottles from Ferris Wheel Press. Something they do right is the packaging. I love the packaging. And I'll show you quickly the last two colours from them as well, in case you didn't see my shorts that I made with them. So here we had Lantern Crossing, which was a lovely red-orange colour. And then this one was called Gossiping Grapevine, and I really, really enjoyed using this. It's just a beautiful purple colour. I like it more than the other purple colour that I got, which was called Whispers of Twilight. I love all the names and everything to do with these inks as well, and I love the little stories, however I can't read them. And obviously Patch is like a main character here. I should do some more research really, but it looks like Patch goes on adventures everywhere. Because Patch is like a character on all of the ink bottles, it seems, or most of them. So this is from the Fairy Tales collection. The other one I got was also Fairy Tales collection. The last one was a different ink bottle altogether. So I don't know. They're all calligraphy inks, but I don't know what's different about this one to this one, to be honest. Must just be the collections. And this one was an acrylic ink, Vintage Ballet. That was fun colour, that one. Okay, so yeah, I've got 3 inks now from the Fairy Tales collection. How lovely. It's really nice to build your little collection up with all the boxes. And I know they do some really nice deals on these inks as well. I don't think the shipping is ideal. I think they have like a flat shipping rate of like, I think in England it's £15, which isn't ideal to have like a flat shipping rate like that if you only want to order 1 ink. But I suppose I can see why they do that, because they do so many deals on the inks that, you know, you've got to get your money in somehow. But Yeah, it's just an interesting way of doing things that they do it. But I just love this box. The box is lovely. I really do like the box. Okay, so I'm going to now undo my wonderful sketchbook, which I am I nervous about breaking in another sketchbook? I used to get so nervous about like putting anything on the front page and I'm going to ruin it and my beautiful sketchbook ruined forever and all that sort of stuff when I do a painting that I don't like, but I really don't have that fear anymore. And if you're interested, this is a handmade watercolour sketchbook that I made myself using Arrtx's hot press and cold press watercolour paper. So I'll link another video down below of my last one of these that I finished, which I did a sketchbook tour of, and I did so many different things in that sketchbook. But that one was just cold pressed, whereas this one is hot pressed and cold pressed. And I'm going to go straight in on the front page with this today. So I'm going to mask my paper out. Oh look, this washi matches my nails. And this washi tape is the MT washi tape. I never ever have a problem with this ripping the paper, as long as I'm careful as well, obviously. And I just really enjoy using this one the most. I'm excited to just get started today because I can't wait to see what this colour's like. I love green. And green with a rose gold shimmer. I was like, yes. So, how are you guys? What have you been working on art-wise? What's been inspiring you lately? Let me know in the comments. Got so many things that I'm excited and inspired by at the minute. I feel like I can't possibly name them all. I've got so many wonderful books around me at the moment, and my colour palettes, my little pocket palettes that I've made, and creating my series here on YouTube where I'm using a different pocket palette in each video to create a page in my other handmade sketchbook, which is this one. I'll show you quickly in case you didn't see it. This is where I go wrong with my videos, I think. You come on here to watch one thing, but I'm always showing you other things. But that's okay. That's just the way it is around here. Yeah, I did this, also a project from the Abstract Watercolour book, but I used a colour palette from my pocket palettes, which I seem to have misplaced. Oh, here they are. May as well show you the colour palette that I used for it. There it is. So it had lots of different colours on it, and I actually thought I wouldn't like it at first, but when I did this, I really love how it came out. I love all the lovely green leaves, so I fancy drawing some more or painting some more green leaves today. And this watercolour book is done with the Cardi watercolour paper. A little tangent that if you're only here for the inks, you're not interested in. If you are interested in more tangents and just talking art non-stop every single week, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so the only thing is with these handmade sketchbooks is they don't necessarily lay flat perfectly, but it's all good. What I might do is put my little ghosty palette on this side like that, and then get a little sketchbook clip like that. There we go. Bring my little wraparound down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a little bit in my palette of this ink. Perhaps maybe, do you know what? I'm just gonna put that there. You can still see it, right? Yes. That's good enough for me. I need to give this a little shake up because I don't want all the shimmer to just be at the bottom. It says shake gently, but gentle shaking doesn't necessarily get rid of the... Let's roll it. Oh, I can't wait to see what this colour's like. This is real first impressions here. So I'm just going to go away a moment and have a look at how to fill this up because I've got no idea whatsoever. And I'll be back in... Oh my God, just realised. Oh, that is a nice touch. Can you see that? Hang on, let's zoom in. The actual nib has got a carousel horse on it. Oh, that is that's a really, really nice little touch that I just noticed then. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to go away 1 second, figure out how to fill this guy up, and I'll be back. 1 moment. Okay, so I just had a quick look, and I'm going to do it on camera because... So this goes like that. That goes like that. Oh, anybody who is familiar with fountain pen inks right now, don't laugh at me. Right, so that clicks in there like that. Okay, so what we have to do, I'm going to move this out of the way because I know I'm going to make a massive mess. I'm going to give it another good shake. It only takes a minute once you've shook it for it all to settle in the bottom again. Is that shaking gently? Not really. Right. And then I shall take the lid off. And apparently what you have to do... Oh, this colour, I can already see it. Ah, I'm so excited. Apparently we have to put the nib in and then screw. That's not working. How much nib do we have to put in? And then like screw this up. Oh, come on. How much nib do we have to put in then? Oh, help me. I've just watched 2 videos on this and they've done this like easy. Okay, this is obviously not the way to do it, is it? I'm just gonna... Oh my god. I'll just rinse that off a little bit then because something's not right. Okay, so it looks like it wants to. I'm going to try again. Maybe I'll try it by doing that bit first. Did I just do that a minute ago? Oh, we've got it. We've got it, guys. Okay, so maybe I needed to put more nib in. So I'm just going to wipe this off. Got to be careful with these inks, ain't ya? I don't want to get my pen all messed up already, you know. Okay, so we've got that filled, or at least filled enough. We're going to put this back on, and I'm going to give it a little test out quick. We can already see a little bit what the colour's going to be like there, so I'm quite excited. Let's just get my trusty little art creation sketchbook. Going to be another sketchbook tour coming so soon. There's really not many pages left in here now. This looks like a good page. Oh, okay, so I've just dipped this in water, which probably wasn't the idealist thing to do. I feel like it should be darker, is it because I just dipped it in water? Okay, I like the colour. Oh, we're getting darker. We are getting darker. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to writing with this. I'm not good at calligraphy or anything like that, so... Oh, okay. Liking it. I'm liking the colour. It's really nice. I'm excited to actually paint with it so we can see the shimmer. So, that's nice. It's nice to just have a fountain pen that I can literally just pick up and go. I thought you all always had to dip fountain pens in the water. Not in the water, in the ink, sorry. It's a very, very leafy green this is, so I am going to get started doing some paintings. I'm going to open up my book. So many lovely projects in here. This would be good to do a bit too, the trees. But I'm going to do the leaves today. I'm going to do it kind of like negative spacey, so we can really see the different shades of it. Okay, so I'm going to start off light and move my way darker. Where's a paintbrush? Here we go. Got a big paintbrush here. I like to use a bit of an old paintbrush for inks because I don't know if these are like water soluble or not. Acrylic inks are not, but I'm not 100% sure about these. What have I just done with that? Oh, it's horrible to hold this paintbrush. I can't use it. Ugh. It's one of those really, really cheap wooden paintbrushes from Hobbycraft. It feels horrible, so I'm just going to use this old Essoldo paintbrush. Going to get some and put it in my palette, and then I'm going to really water it down. What a beautiful colour. Oh my god. I love colour. I love it so much. So I want lots of water in with this. I'm not seeing much rose gold shimmer. It's all in the bottom again. Maybe I should have shook it up a little bit better then too. Oh well, we'll do it more for the top ones, the top leaves. So let's go straight away. Such a nice colour green. It's so leafy. Like a real natural colour. Remember last time I worked with these on watercolour paper, I was hoping that there would be a little bit more blooms, but I think it was the paper and that's why there wasn't many blooms. Somebody recommended some actual paper to me that would be good for using inks on. I'm not doing this very light actually, but yeah, I haven't actually got any of that paper, to be honest. And I buy a lot of paper, but I thought I probably won't use it that much, so I'd rather just use it on my watercolour paper. Let's go really light down here. Well, this has gone like it's like a sagey, like a really light sage green. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so that's why I keep trying to get my leaf shapes nice. Yeah, I'm not seeing any shimmer right now. Maybe I didn't shake it up just then. Can't remember now. We can add a few darker spots in. That'd be interesting. Do a light one again. What I'll do is I'll do lighter ones on the back and then I'll bring in some dark ones on the top. And they're the ones we can add lots of details in on. Considering it was such lovely weather last week, It's gone a bit really cloudy and dull today and miserable. So it is a nice day to be inside doing some painting. I was planning on recording a plein air video today, plein air painting video today as well, but I don't want to go outside. I don't like the shape of this leaf. It's getting too much the more I... There you go, that'll do. Okay, so I'm going to do one coming from here. Got to make sure to leave space for the darker ones on top. Yeah, it definitely doesn't want to bloom on this paper. And another thing is you have to work really fast with calligraphy inks because they dry and sort of stain the paper very, very quickly. So you haven't got much time to sort of move it all around and stuff. Can you see that there? It's fun to add in the darker colours. I think it would actually be really, really nice to mix this colour in as well, because I think this green and that orangey red colour would look amazing together. Maybe that's one for another day. I have been really enjoying playing with these inks actually. When you be an ambassador for a brand, you're obviously obliged to, you know, make videos and make content talking about them. So I wasn't sure at first when I first, well, I was sure because I knew I was going to like these inks because I've seen them around for a long time. But, you know, it's kind of like, not pressure, but you have to create so many posts a month when you're a brand ambassador, especially for this brand. Or for this brand, I have to do 4 posts a month. It can be like anything. It doesn't have to be YouTube videos. It can be just shorts or posts, like photo posts on my Instagram page. So it can be whatever I want it to be. But it's like when you first take on something like this, there's a slight bit of pressure because you're like, oh, but what about if I don't really like it? If I didn't really like the products or I wasn't happy with them, I would not be doing it anymore. I would have said like, oh no thanks. But I do really love the inks. If I don't, but then also on the other hand, I don't know much about fountain pen inks or anything. I'm not like, I've never really used inks to create art much, only acrylic inks. So I'm not like a good real person to ask. But when it comes to painting, then all I care about is pretty colours. Because I do a lot of mixed media art usually. So pretty colours is like the thing that I'm most bothered about. And pretty colours is where these inks fly, for sure. So I've just give that a good shake up and I'm just going to add in a really, oh my god, look. Really dark colour. Oh, excited now. Okay. Close that a moment because I'm not quite finished, but I wanted to add in a few splotches of darker colour, see where it took me, you know. I like doing paintings like this, and like with my other one that I did these really like negative space paintings. This, I suppose this is kind of negative space, but I am leaving some white of the paper, whereas I didn't do that with the other paintings. But it was just fun to like really explore the colours in the inks. And I could see why it actually probably would be better to have used a paper that works better with them. I bought not long ago a pad of mineral paper, which is amazing. It's so much fun for playing with acrylic inks on. It just works really cool. but I can't find it. I don't know. 2 pads of paper I've got. I've got like a Strathmore mixed media paper as well in the grey colour that I've been looking for, and I've just got no idea what I've done with them. Don't know what I've done with either of them. I've looked everywhere. How can I lose 2 pads of paper that I didn't even buy that long ago? I had a bit of a sort out in my little studio, tiny room, a few months ago, and ever since then I just seem to have like misplaced stuff. But I don't know where it is. Okay, so I want to do another really light one down here. Where should we do it? Just do it like this. I'm looking forward to doing the really dark ones on top now. Look how that's gone. Can you see that? That is fun. Couple more. So let's do in this corner. That's it. I want to get things quite balanced. And we'll do one going up here. So, first dog hair of the day, guys. On here. Every video there's a hair from my Chihuahua pops up somewhere. There is Nacho hairs all over the world by now, I'm telling you. Any holiday that I've been on in the past, how old is he? 13 years. There will be Nacho hairs left behind. There it is. Got it now. Okay, so I want to do another really dark splotch. Oh, I think I've just put the hair in the ink bottle. God. Little dots. Fun. Oh, I can see the shimmer. I can see the shimmer starting to come out in the really dark areas, especially on there. Okay. Put my brush in there a moment. Let's see if I did put that dog hair in. If I did, I can't see it now. It's sunk to the bottom. Anyway, I'm going to now let this dry, which it won't take long, I don't think. It doesn't look like they take long to dry. And then I'm going to come back on top with darker petals, and then we'll do some details. Look at that. What a beautiful colour green that is. And yeah, it'll be 1 second for you, but about 10 minutes for me. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've let this nearly dry. Let's put that one there because that is the one that we're using in this video. But I thought maybe because I'm going on top with a darker colour, I won't be able to use the darker colour out of the fountain pen on top. So I'm going to go in and add a couple of details to these ones. And then if I go on top of it, at least the bottom leaves have got a few details. Apologise for my dog breathing in the background. He breathes like a nutcase. He has got a bad heart though, bless him. I should have said that. Let's do one down here. I won't do details on all of them, just a few. So we'll do some dots. I love a dot. You know I love a dot if you've been around here for a while. I'm thinking by the time this video comes out, because I've got a couple in advance at the moment, that I will have surpassed 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So if that's the case, and I'm there now, thank you guys. 5,000 subscribers. At the time of recording this video, I'm on 4,921. And one of my videos, the sketchbook tour that I mentioned earlier on, has just had a really big, like, resurgence. Is that the word I want? Resurgence. And it's kind of like blew up the past few days, and I think there's a lot of you that are new here, so if so, then welcome, welcome. We do art and we talk about art and all of that fun stuff all the time, and I don't know what I'm going to be talking about next, or what my current obsession is going to be next. This pen is really nice to hold, by the way. It is nice. I'm looking forward to actually writing with it. I think I'll use it all the time. Should we do just one more with a detail here? And then, so it does dry quick. That barely smudged then when I touched it. I was a bit brave. What I might even do after is add in some just line art leaves, but we'll see. So I think now I'm going to shake this up again. Just going to give it a good shake up, because it doesn't matter if it goes a bit bubbly. And mix this with a little bit of water, just what was already on my palette there. So it does reactivate, so it must be water soluble on the palette like that, but not actually in, like when it's on the paper, you can't reactivate it. But I don't know. I don't know. Ink. Why did they ask me to be brand ambassador? I don't know. Don't know anything about ink. Okay, so where should we start? Let's start somewhere where I'm not going to just smudge this all over the paper. So we'll start in this top corner. I want them to overlap. Don't know if this is actually dark enough to do it. Maybe I should just do the dark ones now. Go straight out of the... I could do a mixture. And then I'll leave space and I'll just do some line art ones with my pen as well. I think that might be nice. I never really know how anything's going to look. Add a bit of water. Try and get a little bit of variation in here. Feel bad for calling my little guy a nutcase now, my little chihuahua. He has got a bad heart, bless him. But I'm sorry you have to listen to him breathing. Oh dear. He's calmed down a little bit now. Hey, let me know, do you have any pets? Let me know in the comments, what pets do you have? I have 2 dogs whom I absolutely adore. One I might not actually have by the time this video comes out. She's very old and going downhill a lot, bless her, my little Suki. She's a cockapoo. No, she's a cockashit. Or a cocker, what would you call it? Cocker, well, she's a cocker spaniel crossed with a shih tzu. So cockazoo, which sounds like a bird. She's gorgeous. She's 14. And then I've got my Chihuahua, who is definitely not a full Chihuahua. His name is Nacho, also old. Oh, this is looking nice, isn't it? My mum also has a puppy. Her name is Joni. She's a cockapoo. She's also gorgeous. My dogs hate her. They don't like the fact that we've got, well, we don't live together, we live next door, so they don't really see Joni often, but my 2 oldies are like, why have you bought a puppy? Bad place to put that, I think. I just want my leaf shapes to be too perfect, I think. I like how quickly the ink's dry. That's something that's quite fun with working with inks like this, they dry really quick. And hopefully they don't go through to the back of the watercolour paper. I don't think they do because it didn't on my last one, but I'm using this quite heavy, so we'll see at the end of the video. I think what I might do is perhaps speed this bit up quickly, just with a little bit of music, because otherwise, I say this in every single video, I do most of it like real time, and then I think, oh, I will just speed a little bit up because I feel like I have to think of things to say. Sometimes it just flows naturally to me, and then other times, like right now, I'm just going to talk about my dogs. And you might not be interested in that, so I'm going to put a little bit of music on, and I'll let you enjoy that, and then I'll come back once these are dry and we can do some mark making on top. Okay, so I finished that last layer, and actually because I shook the ink up really well beforehand, you can really see some lovely rose gold shimmers in here. So I don't know if you're gonna necessarily see it on camera. I'm gonna keep doing this just in case you can, especially like this one up here. You can really see it, and I love that. One thing I have noticed a little bit is, I don't know if it's the paper though, so it could be the paper, but I know somebody mentioned it in one of my other Ferris Wheel Press videos, is the ink can go a little bit chalky when it dries. And I would say that I've noticed it. It doesn't really bother me too much, but I just thought I'd mention that because I didn't really notice it in the other videos. This is that other sketchbook that I said I had. And these are the other paintings that I did, so these are both their own videos. This one did not go chalky at all, and this was the acrylic ink, whereas this one, Whispers of Twilight, this is the same kind of ink as the one that I'm using today. I didn't notice it at the time, but now I look back at it, maybe it did go a little bit chalky, but I still really love the colours. So I just thought I'd mention that just in case it's something you've noticed or something you want to be made aware of. And now, so I've picked out two pens. So I've got my white gel pen. Actually, it's the wrong one. I've got my excuse me. I've got my white Arrtx Gel Pen here, which is my fave, and I love it. And then I've got this one. So this is a Pentel Slissy? I don't know, Pentel gel pen in bronze, and I think it would just look nice because the undertone is like rose gold, so I thought the bronze would look really nice with this. But also I want to use my new pen, which actually, when I first opened this earlier on, I thought, oh, I don't know, because it just feels, I mean, I knew they were plastic, but it feels quite plasticky. But the longer I've had it, in just this hour of recording this video, and I've actually started writing with it and like mark making, I'm actually really pleased with this, and I can see myself using it all of the time, so that's good. And the last one of these I did, may as well show you while I'm here, aren't I? And maybe I can get some inspiration from it. Here it is. This is the last one of these leaf paintings that I did. And I loved the colour palette that I used for this. So pretty. So, some inspiration. Didn't do quite as many leaves on this one, did I? Oh, I did little dots. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm glad I looked at this because I forgot the little dots that I did. Of course I did dots. I love dots. Okay. So I'm going to put that aside. And I can use that as inspiration as well. And what I'm going to do is some line art leaves. Not many, just a few. Flip this. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily like this or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. can't fill it in and make it look better if you don't like it. I don't think it was a good thing to do, dip in my pen in water to try and clean off the ink, to try and clean the tip off or the nib off, because oh yeah, this is going to look nice. I think it might have watered down the ink inside a little bit, but oh well, you know. It's coming out quite dark like that when I use it like that. I just want to add some little details on these ones. Any others that I want to add details to? No, but I'm going to do another line art leaf here. Well, a bit nerve-wracking these ones are. I really love adding dots. So I don't want to leave it at 2 because odd numbers are not good for me. I'm going to do one over here as well. I feel that's not quite dry, that leaf there. So it's dragging on it a little bit. Hope it doesn't bloom all out. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. What other kind of shapes and stuff did I do? So yeah, maybe I'll do that for this one. I really have no plan. I just look for inspiration and just kind of go with the flow with things. I think that's why I've been having so much fun with my art lately, you know. I've had no plans whatsoever. I've just been opening a sketchbook page, deciding which medium it is that I want to work with, and just going with the flow completely, and it's been really, really lovely. So I'm going to leave all of the other background ones now, and I'm only going to add details to these top ones. So I'm going to see how this pen goes. Haven't really used this before, I don't think. Normally I just use gold. Let's do a dots going down the middle. Oh yes. This has come out so good. See, you don't need a lot of supplies. This is the truth. If you had one ink set or one watercolor set, right, and you like had 12 colors, so if you had like 12 colors of something, that is so many colors to be able to create so many artworks just monochromatically like this, because I could create so many different designs and color and paintings just with this one color ink. I could do all sorts of negative space paintings. I could do sketches. You can really push one art supply or one color really, really far just with a couple of like accessories, for instance. So like I've got this ink, I've got some watercolor paper, I've got a white gel pen and this, and that is all I'm using. Sometimes I would use black as well, but I don't want to use black today because I feel like black will take away from the darkest colour, which is the darkest green on here, and I don't want to do that. So we've got, I'm going to make sure to do plenty of white ones as well. Love how this has come out. How nice. What a nice way to start my new sketchbook. Oh, so the white is actually picking up a little bit of the green. And it's turning like a light green colour, which is nice. It's not actually completely dry. I think that's why this is happening. I think we'll do rose gold for this one down here. It's nice to use rose gold for a change. As I said, I always just use gold. Don't even really use silver very often. Let's do this like this. That came out a little bit wrong, but that's okay. I want to do another one of those now because where shall I do it? Let's do it up here with this. So good thing is with pens you can just keep going back and forth, back and forth. I love this one down here, it's very pretty. Shall I do dots? Shall I do a couple of dots? Do very, very, very tiny little dots with this pen on the end. So if you fancy trying yourself this ink or any other Ferris Wheel Press inks, I will put the link down in the description along with the launch day of this colour and pen, as I don't know if it's going to be out by the time this video comes out or not yet. And you can go and check it out or check anything else on their website out. And I'll also put my discount code down too. You get 15% off of that. Can't remember if I said 15% or 10% in the beginning, but it's 15%. And obviously if you use my link, I also get a small commission as well from the sale. So thank you in advance if you do. And if you're just here to watch and enjoy my video, then thank you very much for that too. Every single view, every single like, every comment, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate all of it. YouTube is what I've always wanted to do, and I love it. I love sitting here and just chatting with you and making these videos. My videos are not all you know, I don't put loads of production effort or anything like that into my videos. I just sit here, turn the camera on and go usually, but that's how I've kind of have really enjoyed doing my videos, and I hope that you enjoy watching them as well. I want them to be kind of like a way for you to put some videos on while you're doing your own art. What you don't necessarily even have to watch really intensely, you know, you can just put my videos on and chill. And that is what I hope for. Because they're my favourite kind of videos to watch. I like to watch long YouTube videos where somebody's just doing some art and talking to me about art. That's my favourite. Let's have a look now. The classic leaf shape is always good. Which ones am I missing? I don't really like this one. I don't really know what to do with it now. I guess what we do with it is do another one. Because then it looks more like it was meant to happen rather than it was a mistake. An artist that I absolutely love also says that whenever you make a mistake, do it again somewhere else, because then it wasn't a mistake anymore. Denise Love, a wonderful abstract artist here on YouTube and on Skillshare. Okay, so have I left any dark ones? So one, I've done that one, done that one. Okay, so this is the only dark one that I've left. Do you know what? I haven't really done many spotty ones, but I don't want to put another spotty one here because that will contrast too much. I think I'll do like just this because there's actually just spotty ones everywhere, so that's okay. There. Is that enough? I'll probably like look at this later and think, oh, I could have just added that, or I could have just added this, but sometimes you have to stop. Or else, especially when you're recording a video, because you'll be here all day, or I'll be here all day. You don't have to be here all day. You can go if you've had enough. Oh, what's that on here? I don't know, something. I'll get it off in a moment. I'll probably use this bronze gel pen a lot more before it dries out. I like doing these free little dots like this. Just adds a little something else to the painting. If you've got a lot of white space, dots are the best way to fill it. Okay, so now I'm going to add some little dots with my new pen. We'll do some little free dots as well. It's really nice to write with. Okay, I've got that off now. I'm looking forward to actually doing some writing with this pen. And I get to write with green now. Green's my favourite, so I suppose the glass dip pen is just as cool to write with, and it lasts so long. I thought I was going to have to be like re-dipping the end in the ink all the time, but it actually lasts so long before you've got to re-dip. Overall, playing with inks has been really fun. Couple more rose gold ones. Do a little one here like it's going off the paper. One here too, perhaps. Any space where I see too much space, I'm adding in a little something. So I think I'm happy with this, and I'm going to call it done for the day. Yeah. Lots of nice shimmer. Don't know if you can see the shimmer or not, but it is quite shimmery. I'm going to take the tape off. Which one's the top tape? It'll be this one. The best part, everybody, the best part. Taking the tape off. Oh, we've ripped a little bit of paper there. There's me saying it never rips. It's literally tiny, tiny bit. I know why, because I haven't actually used this tape with the hot pressed watercolour paper. I usually use it with the cold pressed, and that never rips. But it hasn't actually ripped. So, just a tiny... Oh, so sticky. I try and reuse this sometimes, but usually I can never reuse it. Let's go from this way, because I've deckled the edges here, it's got more of a chance of ripping, because I've already ripped the edges myself. If you are finding that you're using a tape or paper, like a tape that's ripping your paper, you can always, the good thing with deckling the edges, it doesn't really matter. You can always heat your tape up with a heat gun. My heat gun's not plugged in right now, and I can't be bothered to do it, so I'm just going to go with this. But you use a heat gun or hairdryer and heat your tape up. Only very lightly, not too much. You don't want it to melt or anything, but that will really help you. I'm sure you've heard of that from other artists before. I always feel like I'm late to the party of teaching anybody anything, but I must remember that lots of beginners watch my videos as well. Okay, so there we are. Love this ink colour. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love doing this. I love using the really light tones of it and then going in with the darker tones. I think that's so fun. And what a perfect project for today's ink. Let me get the project in the book up and we can compare. So Kate in her book used lovely blues to create hers, and obviously I've used the green because the ink is called Lost in the Leaves, and I feel like I could get lost in these leaves. So thank you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you've enjoyed seeing this new ink from Ferris Wheel Press and also the fountain pen. Don't forget to subscribe. So I've got another shipment coming from these soon with a new launch that they're doing, and I'll probably make a video all about that as well. So I do enjoy mixing these Ferris Wheel Press videos in with my YouTube channel, and one day I'll have a nice little playlist full of it. So if you're interested in seeing more about these inks and just seeing more about art of any kind in general, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave this video a like, and leave a comment down below if you've got anything to say, and also any tips for me about using inks, because you guys left me a lot of good tips last time because I really don't know what I'm doing with ink at all. I guess I do know, kind of, but oh yeah, look, it doesn't go through to the other side. That's a good thing to look at. Yeah, so that's it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all the links and everything in the description. Bye!